Oh man. Oh man.
What?
How are you, Andy?
I don't know.
You a little worn out?
Maybe a little bit.
I'm worn out too. What's up, guys? Welcome to the first official ChiodoLive. Now, ChiodoLive is it's more like a morning talk show, but
Not in the morning.
not in the morning, or almost like the Dom Chiodo Show after hours. So you know how you watch AMC's The Walking Dead,
Yeah.
and then they have Talking Dead after the show.
So is this Talking Dom?
I don't know. This is more of like an after show type of deal, and it's just something to kind of wind down and just relax and just talk.
Yeah.
You know.
So should I be talking like this?
No, it don't matter how you want to talk. Let me just make sure. Volume. Wow, we look really washed out.
No, we don't. We do on that. We don't on that.
You don't think so?
I look like super white on there, and I look almost brown-ish.
Yeah, so like I said, this is kind of a after-hour type of show right now, but I have big plans for growing the ChiodoLive. How do you think tonight's show went, man? We'll start with that. Your overall thoughts on the show?
Oh, I don't know, dude, because I'm a little bit biased. We had a rocky start before the show ever went on. We had a rocky start.
Yeah,
well, actually, after the show started, we had a rocky start because we used the OBS, which is new to us. We couldn't get the OBS running at Papa Rolo's that day.
Yeah.
So this is the first time that we ran the OBS, and it was a learning experience.
Dude, this whole thing has been a learning experience.
Well, I think the OBS has been a bigger learning experience.
Yeah,
we absolutely got feedback, and we needed it because our audio went crazy. The only problems we had with the video.
Let me just experiment with this. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
The audio went crazy. The video really, we didn't have that much problem. It came out choppy, but we think that we figured out that was what is it? A processing issue, because we were using a bunch of stuff on there that brought the computer down.
Right.
And obviously OBS is kind of a system hog or whatever.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
I'm just wondering if we can. Okay, we recorded and live streamed tonight to Twitch for all you YouTubers out there.
Yes, we made the jump to Twitch tonight.
Yeah.
As you know, experimenting. So I know those of you who texted me was looking for show tonight and was wondering where the hell it was. I apologize. Reagan's been telling me to move to Twitch for so long now. And I finally was like, you know what? He caught me at a moment of being worn out from us trying to set up the set. So we just did it. And yeah, man,
we went through what? Two actual setups. We set up one, and it wasn't going to work. And then we were like, okay, and two new. Well, one retro, and then this new one that we came up with. And for all you YouTubers out there that didn't catch the show, we've recorded it.
Yeah,
we live streamed to Twitch. We recorded it. It might take a little time to upload it because it's a huge file. It's uncompressed on the computer, and I know my computer personally is shitty, and so when it tries to re-encode, it takes a long time. Just don't edit, because it was a live show anyway. But what we're trying to do is what we're gonna try to live stream to both platforms. And what I was talking about earlier I'm hoping that there's a way to not record. Like we can live stream to Twitch, we can live stream to YouTube and not record. Or maybe just record audio or something for our podcast audio viewers that want us to go back to audio. So then we'll be multi-platforming.
I mean, that was the initial idea, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
what that's where our vision is at. Our vision is for being on every platform that's available.
Right.
It's just how do we get there?
Yeah.
Because we have to. I mean, we're beginning on one platform.
Yeah.
And we have to pretty much test the waters.
Yeah. And we're still pretty new on the last new platform, YouTube, because we just barely started it before the season end or our Christmas hiatus or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Tristan was telling me not to do that,
and she was right.
She was right.
We lost a few viewers, but we wanted to do the holiday thing. We figured y'all would do the holiday thing, and then I thought about it later. I was like, well, there's some people that are at their family's house. They've got nothing better to do than listen to their own family, so they're like, I wonder if Dom's on or not. And I
hope people sit at home and wonder if I'm on or not. Because, God damn. I just feel worn out after doing the shows.
Really?
Yeah.
I do today because it was a little bit stressful. Poor Reagan, God bless his soul.
Dude,
he worked his ass off getting the OBS set up, and even though we had problems with it, it's he got us like I'd say 90% there.
Without Reagan, he got us
this
there.
show would not be on right now if Reagan wasn't here. We would have been on YouTube and only YouTube.
I mean, we were fighting. Well, I wouldn't say we were fighting, but I was getting antsy because I wanted to hit the show and get on at a certain point.
Yeah.
And
we were an hour late.
I have to stop setting expectations for myself. Because I say the show is going to air at 6 o'clock and it airs at 8. Let's be real. It's just we're growing, and are we growing too fast?
No. I mean, for what we have, because our set looks way better than it used to. But it's all kind of pieced together a little bit. We're making it look good.
Holding it up.
We got a little something over here. It's kind of like off kilter, but
we're holding everything up with tape.
Yeah,
that's
it's not even gaffer's tape.
Jesus. I want to see if we pop up on our screen and see how we look over there.
Okay, cool. But I think we look way more professional.
We're getting there, man.
What was I going to say? Yeah, we're working with what we have. So I think we're doing a pretty darn good job.
I
with
look
what we got.
so wiped out. You can't even see my face with the.
I think that's just a TV.
No. And for those of you who are watching, right in the live chat, do we look really washed out today? Is that?
Yeah, Russell, if you're watching,
let us know if we look really washed out, and
turn the snort machine off and tell us if we look like shit or not.
on our television that we're watching.
Yeah. It looks really white.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, man, I couldn't without Russell Reagan. Jesus, see, without Reagan doing this show, man.
Can we do like the D&D? It's like the R&R. Was that? I still don't. It's the Game of Thrones guys, right?
D&D. D&D.
Yeah,
Dave and Dave something. Yeah. But I mean,
they're both named Dave.
Yeah.
Tell him Steve Dave.
Without Reagan being
our
tech guy, like really working his ass off.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he was getting frustrated with Dom a little bit
because as when show's about to go on,
he's going a mile a minute. He's going this way.
I'm trying to make sure everything's.
We're trying to remember passwords to Twitch accounts we didn't know, or he didn't know that we had. Or
Chris,
that he had.
Chris, you're semi-washed out, but I'm watching from my phone. Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Chris.
As you were saying, I'm sorry.
I think I was done. You were running around. We were fighting / play fighting about the setup, and Reagan was getting really on edge because we were having problems with the password. We were having problems with the stupid bus or street light. We're not robots thing that just kept coming and kept coming. And it's I was over here sitting watching them go at it, and I was laughing because it's funny to watch that when it's not happening to you, but trying not to be an asshole and be like, ha ha ha, you suck. I'm not you suck, but ha ha ha, you're frustrated.
So the idea of the Dom Chiodo Show, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. This show, it's not about me. Yes, it's my name.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm intending it to be.
Yeah.
Because
that's just what it started out, because it was just you.
Right. It was just me doing it. And now it's starting to evolve to everybody being a part of this and bringing something to the table. Because one, I realized I can't do everything by myself.
Right.
It drives me insane. And that's my biggest problem as being a showrunner is I'm not taking the time to really
delegate.
Not so much delegate, but listen to what you're telling me.
Right.
I'm going 1,000 miles per second.
Oh, yeah.
And you're telling me just to stop and focus on one thing.
Yeah.
Let you handle something else. Let Reagan handle this. I'm trying to be in every position at one time.
Yeah.
And it's burning me up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crashing. And that's why I decided to create ChiodoLive. ChiodoLive is kind of eventually I want to have more people on the show.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just us sitting back and just talking and not having like this. We're talking about the show today because one, this is the first episode.
Right.
And two, it's something we just experienced and went through and it's fresh on our minds.
Yeah.
But I want the show to kind of be either an after hours type of show, kind of just shit and talk about bullshit and not really be tied down to one thing. And also, too, at the same time, I want this to be, like not so much Howard Stern, but at the same time have that type of feel.
Oh, yeah. Morning show feel.
Yeah, almost. But, yeah. So I think me as a producer, showrunner, I just need to take the time and really rely on you guys and I have faith in you guys and I have trust in you guys. It's just, this was my baby for so long.
Yeah.
And I know I've been saying that I wanted to branch out and let you guys run the show.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving you that room to do that, I feel like. Now, today, during our show that we streamed on Twitch, and like we said, eventually we'll get that up on YouTube, I had to leave in the middle of the show. And I was gone for an hour. 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back. That's 20 minutes. I was there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, you left about a little after 8:30.
Yeah,
8:30ish.
I left.
And then you came back about 9:30.
Yeah. So I was gone for an hour. The whole time I was freaking the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah, I was freaking the fuck out.
Why?
Because you're not streaming on YouTube. So I can't just, I
can't
can't click on my phone
right,
and watch what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You guys could have been on the show going, F this, F that,
I think
boys gone wild, hopefully not. But
yeah, I flashed the camera a couple of times.
I believe it. Shit, God knows what.
I told you, I threw you under the bus, and I did a couple of times.
What did you do? What did you say?
Hold on. And I'm kidding when I say this, and I'm not a little bit because it's true. But the best of worst of that we never did. I was talking about all the shit that I did my homework on, and you were like, "Oh, we're cutting that from the show."
See, but here's my problem. Kind of like what Reagan said earlier. When it comes to the movie talk show, I'm too structured.
Yeah,
I have this topic, that topic, this topic, and Carter has to leave by a certain time, so I need to make sure we work in what he has. God, I hope Carter talked about what he brought. Did he?
Yes, he did.
Did he really?
Yeah, he brought it out because we started talking. We didn't hit the TV news as hard, but I was like, okay, well, let's talk about Crisis. And I had no idea what he brought, and I'd actually forgotten that he had brought something.
Okay.
And so we started talking about Crisis, and he's like, okay, since we're talking about Crisis, I'll show you what I brought, and he brought the stuff out. Did you see it?
I took a glance at it, but I really didn't see.
It was. I'm trying to think. There were three of them.
I know it was
It was a Flash, a Green Arrow, and I can't
God,
remember.
he
what
brought
the
a
other
Green
one was.
Arrow comic.
Yeah.
Green Arrow.
It was part of the Crisis on Infinite Earths comic book crossover.
Okay.
And we talked about how huge it was in the comics because
Sure.
not only was it its own series, it had tie-ins and crossovers into the other comics. And of course, I'm basically just spouting verbatim what happened,
absolutely.
but it was where like Golden Age Flash meets Silver Age Flash.
Really?
Yeah, the old Barry Allen with the big helmet.
Yeah.
And the newer Flash, and it shows them on the cover. The same thing with the Green Arrow. It had the old, like, I don't know which one came first, silver or gold, but the old Green Arrow and the new Green Arrow meet up in the Infinite Crisis. Infinity. See, you got me on that. Woo, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Sure.
And there was another one, and I can't remember what it was. There was a Flash. There was a Green Arrow. And I don't remember what the other one was. It's on the show. We held it up to the camera and tried to get the glare off.
You really?
Yeah, one was I don't know if it was CGC, but it was rated.
Right.
The other one was in this cool box, cool plexiglass kind of container.
Yeah.
And the other one was just in a I forget what they're called. Board backer and bag.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it was definitely cool.
God, I'm so mad that I missed that.
Watch the show.
Oh, I just realized we didn't. Give me her. We have a guest. I just didn't put her up. I forgot. She's gonna. So when my wife tells me to leave, this is who I spend my time with. So we're gonna put her.
I wanted a little time with her, so she was over here for a little while.
Just want to get. See, she like holds a glare.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is as close to Sophie Turner.
Can you
as I'll
turn her
ever
a
get.
little bit?
Can I? What, this way?
The glare's still there.
Could you imagine if she was sitting at the table? Stop.
Oh, dude, our views would go through the roof.
Oh, Sophie Turner. God. I would say Sophie Turner is the best Jean Grey that we've seen on screen to date. Yeah, you can sit right there, Sophie. No, we'll just she's the best.
We've only had two though, right, on screen.
Yeah, we've had.
There was
two.
Famke, which I really like. Famke. I was a fanboy of Famke Jensen's before she became Jean Grey, and then I was like, "Ooh, she's Jean Grey, cool." Yeah. But Sophie Turner she's pretty good.
But like I was saying, I had anxiety the whole time going over to my interview that I had. And,
what did you think? I mean, like, what was the
was
worst case scenario that was going through your head?
The light dropped and fire. Yeah.
Dude, you went dark. Like, seriously.
I was panicking the whole ride there to my interview that I had.
And he still got the job.
It's for another show, hosting another show. I'm just kidding.
He'll never leave me.
Yeah. And then the whole ride back. I mean, I was doing about 65, 70 on the way there to the interview.
Yeah.
And then the whole time I got in, and I was kind of giving her that, like, okay, let's rush this type of interview.
Really? Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I was just getting anxiety about the show.
Yeah.
And not being here. And apparently somebody said that the show's better when I'm not on it.
That was one of Russell's snarky friends. And
Dick.
Oh, I think I brought that up in the deal too. Like,
Did you really?
The not that it's better without you. I might have, just in joking. But
yeah.
I think we brought up the structure. What did I say earlier?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But also, too, on the way back, I floored it. I was doing about 70, 80 on the way back.
It's like I left my baby with a bunch of weirdos, and I don't know what's going to happen.
It's just because it's the inevitable. You don't know what's going to happen. Plus, I essentially rent out this studio that we're in.
Yeah.
So if something goes wrong, it's on me. Right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, we're a little washed out.
Yeah, I can see that. So if something goes wrong, like I said, it's on me.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to be held responsible.
Right. I hope I don't knock anything over.
Not going to knock over anything down. So, I mean.
I'm going to break this chair, though.
No.
Yeah. I felt it.
So for those of you guys that are watching and tuning in, where do you want to see the Dom Chiodo Show go? Oh, my initial vision.
To Comic-Con.
I would love to do a panel at
Right.
Comic-Con.
If we got so big that we got invited to anything, I don't care what it is, that would be dope. It would be like, we'd all be like, we've made it. They really like us. They
just
really, really like us.
The whole Hippodrome bullshit that was.
Oh, was she drunk that night? No names, but
I don't know, but it put us on such a high.
Yeah.
And then somebody that was part of the group at the time was, well, maybe, yeah, we're high on this high, but maybe we shouldn't be on this high,
Yeah.
Rightfully so. He was right. And of course, my wife at the same time, she was telling me not to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Get your hopes up?
Yeah, don't get a hard on, man.
That's what I said too. It was like, okay, look, we don't know for sure. This would be dope if we could do what we wanted to do. But at the same time, I kind of felt that it wasn't set in stone.
No.
So I wasn't about to.
And it was dumb for us to think that it was set in stone.
Yeah.
You
were approached. Not we were approached. I keep saying we.
Yeah. So someone, I don't know if you guys remember, but somebody, what's I'm looking for? They searched for me and they found me where I worked, my place of employment at the time. And they approached me and was like, hey, we watched the show. We want you to do a live show at the Hippodrome at this time on this date. Would you be interested?
Yeah.
And of course I was like, yes, absolutely. And then I didn't consult these guys, which did I? Did I consult you?
I think you consulted us pretty damn quickly.
Oh, okay.
You were like, dude. I think it was that night.
As soon as she left,
yeah.
I waited until she walked out of the doors to my employment. And then I just picked up the phone and I just started texting everybody.
Blasting.
In a group chat and telling them, boom, boom, this. Yeah. So it was pretty intense. And then it all came crumbling down. We had a meeting. We came up with the best thing that came out of that situation was we came up with the name for our Star Wars show.
Yeah.
That was the best thing that's come out of it. Also, those of you who are watching, go ahead and like the show for us. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I hope you are. Yeah, man. Oh, are we lagging? I feel like we're lagging. Your device needs to restart to install update. Well, no, we're not restarting during our show.
That's friggin' whatever. But I don't know. Oh, as far as like on the phones or whatever, there's always been a lag.
Oh no. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, basically what happened is somebody else dropped out and we were getting a very good deal on a very good space.
And it seemed too good to be true.
Yeah. And I forgot what. Well, we were talking to one person. The one person approached him.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he went to basically scope the place out, see what we were dealing with.
Yep.
That person that approached him wasn't there. And so we talked to somebody else, and then the story changed a little bit.
It's funny how that happens.
Oh, yeah. I still think that first one was drunk or something.
I don't know.
Or, it like happened like that. Like, oh, hey, you get that? Hey, that's Dom. I've been looking for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was technically looking for us or not, or she just found us and I was like, she wasn't gaslighting us. What had happened, but we didn't get the space we wanted to do what we were with, but we persevered. We got a name. And I think we did really good on the Star Wars shows.
I think
it seemed to pick up. Did it pick up right around that time when the Star Wars shows came out?
It did. Star Wars. Our Star Wars show has definitely picked up and is starting to get a beautiful following.
Except for Russell.
So I'm surprised Russell isn't tuned in and fucking watching. Normally he'd be blowing up the chat right now, but
I don't know if he's subscribed or if he gets links or he just knows that we're going to be
here.
on.
That fucker should know. I asked him to stay and do this with us, so I'm just going to text it to him.
Russell, that was funny. Before you got back, he was like, "Yeah, man, I don't think I'm going to stay."
I knew that. I knew he wasn't going to stay. That little twat. God, man, bitch.
Which is fine if you didn't want to.
No, it's not fine. Everybody's contracted to be here. I'm just kidding.
Wait, everybody's got a contract?
Oh, you didn't get one?
No.
Oh shit.
Nobody CC'd me on that. I wish we did have a big following, because I really have a really good thing to throw out there that I don't want to throw out there now, even though we may not get famous, which I wish we would.
See, it's not, but that's the whole thing. I'm not looking to get.
Well, I don't. I'd like if we had, I don't know, like say at least 100 people tuning in right now.
If we had 100 people tuning in right now, great.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah.
If we had 100 people tuning in. But we have 9 people tuned in right now, almost 10 people. That's perfect for me right now.
Yeah, I'm not bitching about who we have.
The minute the show hits 1,000 people was the minute you lose me. I'm gone. Not leaving the show, but I mean, like,
you're stepping away.
I'm not stepping. No, my plan for the Dom Chiodo Show is this. And I'm kind of branching out.
My butt hurts. I got a shift.
Oh, you got a shift?
Yeah. Oh,
my
right cheek was starting to throb.
I'm kind of doing it right now. Okay, you have me, and I'm naked. Russell, glad to know that I have you.
Show me your tits.
So my idea was to be the sports or the ESPN of movie news.
Yeah. Which I still really don't understand. I guess because I don't watch ESPN.
But those of you who watch ESPN, you know what I'm talking about.
Because
I want to be a place that we can debate movies, talk about movies, review movies, also give movie news on highlights and everything that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Once we establish that part of the show, right?
Right.
Then I wanted to introduce a Star Wars show as a second show to see if the audience would tune in.
Yeah.
And so far, they have.
Right.
Oh, sure. Sports Center. Absolutely. Introduce a second show to see if they tune in.
Mm-hmm.
And people have been tuning in to our... Are you yawning?
Yeah.
Am I boring you?
No. Okay. I was yawning earlier. I don't know why I'm tired, but I got up early for some reason.
And people have been tuning in. And the numbers have clearly shown. Mm. So tonight, I didn't want to do it tonight, but you know what? I just needed a way to calm down. And normally after the show, we sit and talk anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, let me just put this up tonight and see if it catches.
Right.
I know you're watching the time, and so am I.
No, I was just looking over because I wasn't watching the time, and I was like, oh shit. But
and we have people tuning in and watching, which is great.
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to have like insider information. I don't know how the other big podcasters.
we have to establish ourselves, and then we have to start reaching out.
Yeah.
Which is what we need to start.
Well, I mean, it's
doing.
easier for people that are big because like, not to drop names, but like Campia and whoever can be like, oh hey, it's Campia.
Also, too,
can you give me any fucking tips?
They work in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So you go sniffing around, you will find something. We're in Waco, Texas. We can't find anything in Waco, Texas. But so the plan was to be the sports center of movie news, right? Eventually introduce another show, the Star Wars show, Campfires On Dagobah. And then introduce another show. So Russell is going to be introducing a wrestling show.
Yes.
Right? So once he does that, and Russell has his core group of people because he doesn't like talking about Star Wars, which is fine. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
If you don't want to come talk Star Wars, you don't have to be here.
Right.
But he tunes in each week, and he's very proactive in the chat. And he kind of moves the live chat along, which is great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Maybe he's probably leaving the phone open, muted right now, and that's playing, and he's watching porn in the background, pulling on his fucking sausage. Who knows? But what I'm saying is he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
You know, and I propose the wrestling show because he's really big in the wrestling. So why not give him a platform to talk about what he loves,
right,
and what he enjoys, so he can come in each week with his core group of people. So if he gets his friend that you said that I suck hosting my own show, if he gets her to come in, and he gets this person to come in and talk, it's not that I don't like talking about Star Wars. I'm just
he's burnt out on it right now.
Okay, that's fine. See what I mean? He's burnt out, which is fine. But if he can get that core group of people that he's friends with, that are willing to come in and talk about wrestling, and they're able to come all over themselves talking about wrestling, then why the hell not?
Right.
That gives them a platform to talk about what they want to talk about, and that gives them a platform and a place to come and meet each week and just get together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I eventually would like to hand over the Dom Chiodo Show to you, and eventually the title of the channel will no longer be the Dom Chiodo Show. It will be probably Chiodo Show. And, you know, hey, I'm Andy. I'm hosting the Dom Chiodo Show, or the Chiodo Show. This is what we got for the news. Carter, he's really good at comic books.
Yeah.
You know, comic knowledge, he is brilliant at it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I want Carter to have a comic book show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Why not? You know, tuning in each week and watching Carter, he already does it for Bankston's.
Yeah.
So why not?
And he's got some good connections. I mean, he's brought people here just to our regular show.
Yep.
I think he could do his own comic book show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Carter's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's funny as hell. Once you get Carter going, that dude is a trip. Like, some of the stuff that he says is kind of like, what? You just said that? You've been quiet all night and you just said that? You know?
I had a good idea.
Sure.
I had a funny idea. Since Russell doesn't like to, at least he's bored with the Star Wars shows now, I had this idea in my head of either making like a Russell dummy and putting it in like
he does have dry humor. That's right.
And putting it in the GIMP suit. And be like, bring out the GIMP. And then like have a sign over it's like Russell or something. And then we'll have it on the edge of the screen like he's a fucking prisoner.
And that's what I want ChiodoLive to be. I want ChiodoLive to be raunchy.
Yeah.
I want it to have running gags that you guys as an audience will know each week with gags, you know, certain things, certain sayings, sound clips. I would love for that to be inserted. Now, we might have to pre-record the show and then upload it and to add all that stuff in, but eventually that stuff will be there once we get Streamlabs working.
If we had the equipment that we needed, we could do it live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And eventually we will get there. I don't want everybody to think that we're going to have this. I'll only let you do that if you get a bondage mask. Yes.
I want a whole suit, like a GIMP suit. Like when they say, bring out the GIMP, and we just roll out a full dummy in a GIMP suit.
Tristan wants to get a sex doll.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. She wants one.
Okay. That's cool.
Like the whole plastic tits and everything.
Like one of the real dolls? Or Oh, those are cool.
What? Yeah, they are pretty cool looking, but why the hell do you need something like that?
I don't know. Why wouldn't somebody want something like that?
I don't know. Hell yeah, bring up the GIMP. Oh man. But it's just, aren't those like 20 grand? Yeah. They are. GIMPs are
the real dolls.
The real dolls. So we're growing. And we're having a good time doing this.
Yeah.
And it kind of scares me.
Why does it scare you?
I don't know, because
I'm very aloof about it. Like, okay, like maybe the first night I might have been a little nervous.
You were nervous. When we were doing audio only, you could tell you were nervous and uncomfortable. Oh, yeah.
Well, that first night I was a little bit off the chain because I had some stuff in the chamber that I wanted to let loose that I let loose. And I don't know. But
I mean, when everybody started out, we all had what can I say? There was just, you can tell none of us was really doing this. I mean, when we were doing our audio only podcast, I'm sure, even though I was here and you and Carter came, did I look like I didn't know what I was doing, or did I have my shit together?
I thought you had your shit together, but I'd never been on a podcast before.
My shit started falling
I never
apart.
listened to a podcast. I'd watch like Kevin Smith stuff, but
7,000. Jesus. For
the base model.
He's over there Googling shit. That we should just get a blow up doll to put it in our set. Just hang it. Hang it from the ceiling upside down that says GIMP with handcuffs on.
It's already latex. We could paint it black and pretend it's a GIMP suit.
Jesus, man.
Bring out the GIMP.
Yeah, dude. So
get a ball gag, put it in his mouth.
What else? What the fuck else is going on, man? Andy, what's going on with you, dude? What do you want to get off your tits?
I don't know. I think I've got all my shit. I'm fairly put together dude.
Yeah.
Tonight was a little stressful, but
it was, man. Not gonna lie. It was stressful. Do you know what dropped today, by the way?
No, I do not.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot drops.
Oh, the DVD Blu-ray.
Blu-ray. They're not releasing. They're not releasing on 4K for whatever reason.
Well, it was crowdfunded or crowdsourced or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't really. It's just on DVD.
Blu-ray and DVD.
Oh, Blu-ray. What'd you? Oh, 4K. 4K. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they can't afford that. I'm okay. That's something that I will definitely rant about. Now I understand that some filmmakers need to go to different sources to get what they want made. Just like
agreed, Russell. I agree. Sorry, he said whoever isn't there that day is the GIMP. So I said agreed.
Yes. Just like Martin Scorsese had to go to Netflix to make the movie that he wanted to make. Well, Kevin Smith had to go and crowdsource his movie. And my only thing is, initial run was very limited. They're touring with it. And I thought I'd heard something about them after they toured. They're going to re-release it out into theaters, like limited release or semi-wide release or whatever. Because I really would like to see it in the theater. I like watching movies in the theater.
Sure.
And I'm not sure that they're going to do that because, I mean, it's already out on Blu-ray. I mean, it'd be cool if they did, but I know that I think they're still touring. If you're watching, can you tell me if they're still touring or how many dates they've got left? Because I would think that by the time the Blu-ray hit, they might be done with their tour, but I don't know. I mean, they could have added dates or something.
I think they're still touring.
Yeah.
No, they were here in Dallas for a minute.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go to that, but I had to fucking work. I had to be an adult.
Being adult sucks.
Stupid. I don't want to adult anymore. It's the dumbest thing I've ever done. Why the hell do I have to pay taxes?
Oh, I think, yeah. Taxes and death are like the only two things that you have.
That's the only thing that's promised to us in life. Fucking taxes and death. What else to look forward to? Still touring. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So they're still touring. But yeah, I don't think it's going to get a theatrical release.
I don't think so.
And what else was like that? Something else was like that. They came out about the same time. It only had a very. I might be thinking of some like special.
Salt Lake City on the 23rd. For Russell said Salt Lake City.
I'm trying to think. I don't know what grinds my gears. I know that there was something else. Of course, we didn't do any. Oh, 3 from Hell. Thanks, Chris. Yes, 3 from Hell. It had a very limited release. And I don't know how Rob Zombie funded that, but I missed it because it was sort of a Fathom Events, and the theater that I don't go to here, does a lot of those. And I don't like that theater because their seats are outdated. And so that's like, obviously now I'm having seat problems. That's why I didn't go to that, because it's like, okay, you can be uncomfortable for an hour and a half to 2 hours and watch a good movie, which could possibly skew your experience or liking or disliking of the movie. And so I avoid that theater.
Yeah.
But what's up? Kevin, give me some money for the plug. What the fuck does that mean?
Kevin Smith, give him some money for the plug.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
For this, 3 from
Yeah,
now.
Kevin. Release it. Release the Kevin Smith cut.
Outdated, see small. What? I don't know what that means.
Outdated, see small.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, Russell. What does that mean?
That's also not Chris's interacting. Chris York.
Yeah, that's my homeboy, Chris.
I know. He never really pops up, but he's popping up, which is good.
He popped up. I think he popped up in the last show.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you for not telling me you were there.
He did. You read one of his fucking comments.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's gonna fucking unsubscribe, dude.
No,
God
don't do
damn
that
it.
instead. We love you, Chris York.
He's just fucking.
We appreciate you.
You say outdated, you mean small.
Russell.
I said outdated. Who said outdated?
Russell. You said outdated.
Oh yeah, small. Well, okay. All fucking theater seats are small for me.
Russell.
Outdated is the fucking the armchairs don't go up, so my fat ass doesn't fit in there. That's why I go to the deal that I go to, is because the armchairs will lift up and then I can sit down in the seat and then I can put the armchairs under my tits.
Jesus Christ. Russell, please like the show. 90% of our viewers, what do you say?
Nothing. I was watching myself because there's a lag because I jiggle my tits.
Oh, you can watch yourself up on the screen right there. You forgot that you're there.
Well, I was looking at the
90% of our statistically 90%
Did you
of
take
our
me out of the chat?
subscribers do not like the show. So
what?
Those of you who are watching, 90% of our subscribers don't like the show, which means that
that kind of makes no sense, but
no, it does. So you have that like button, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you watch the show.
Oh yeah,
they don't like the show. So
I don't want.
Now we got 4 likes. Thank you.
How many subscribers do we have?
We have how many subscribers to the Dom Chiodo Show?
How did you take it out of the chat? Oh, you just hit the live chat button.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 56 subscribers. So 50 of them aren't watching, but only 6 are.
That doesn't mean they don't like the show.
No,
that means
okay.
They're not watching.
See this? See the thumbs up.
Yeah.
They have.
There's no thumbs down because look, see? Oh, fudge.
Close the X.
See, there's 0 not dislikes.
But what I'm saying is, every time you watch a show,
there might be. How many people are watching right now?
6.
6. Then okay. What did you say? You said 90%, right?
90%.
Well, 50% of the people that are watching like the show. Nobody has disliked it. And just you watch.
There is.
Fucking Russell is going to dislike it just
like
to
the
be
show,
a snarky
fuckers.
bastard. What did he say?
Russell said, like the show, fuckers.
Like the show. Oh, man. My chat has fucking died.
What do you mean it died?
For some reason on mine, it just stops at a certain point, and I have to reload it.
Oh.
What is the top chat 6? That means there's 6 people in the chat or 6 people watching.
I'm getting a headache behind my eye.
I'm sorry.
I think I've been wearing my glass because I haven't been wearing my glasses. Been taking them on and off. Okay, so
what did I do?
Yeah. So each week I'm thinking about doing this show. Maybe sometimes I'm going to be on it. It's just going to be me, and I'm just going to be talking. Maybe that's because your phone is bootleg.
Yes, everything I own is bootleg. Have you seen my truck?
Then hopefully my wife comes on the show at one point
and kicks our asses.
Yeah, and hopefully Grayson and Vanessa. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, but they've been on our show at the beginning of season 3.
Yeah.
This
My first show.
Technically, this isn't season 3 anymore.
Yeah, the first show after the new year would have been
Season 4.
Season 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, we're in our 4th.
But we're all over the place because we have Campfires on Dagobah, and that's season 1.
Yeah.
So we're in 2 different seasons at the same time.
Oh my God.
It's what is it? What's that show? Outsiders? It's Outsiders.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in today for ChiodoLive. It's like I said, it's just a kind of a cool off period and talk about nothing. And granted, we talked about the show today, but it's just something to talk about, you know?
Yeah.
And thank you so much for staying later than you normally do. Never mind, you leave when I leave, so fuck you. That's for you, Russell. That was supposed to be for you, but hey, you decided to leave.
He had school. I'm just
Russell
kidding.
don't go to school.
Yes, he does. Reagan and Russell both go to school, and they both have class tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That's right.
And now he's all guilty. It's like, no, don't worry about it.
Oh, fuck. I don't know where I would be without y'all.
The truck is classic. Yes, it is. The truck is cool. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, whatever that is.
And with him meaning school.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in and watching ChiodoLive.
Yeah, we gotta break down the set in like 5 minutes.
No, she'll be here at 12, so we have 30 minutes to break down. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And yes, we will get female on the show. We will get women on the shows.
We've got one. She's not real, but you know.
Earlier today,
if we get one of those real dolls, we'll definitely put clothes on her.
Earlier today, I put out a casting call for the show. I also have another friend that is interested into coming on the show. I was talking with him earlier, and I kind of stopped talking to him.
Russell, I have English comp and sociology. Those things aren't going to help you in life. Does the $7,000 basic real doll, are they ugly? And that's why they're the basic doll.
But yeah, so eventually I would like to have women on the show, so it's not just men. It's not just a bunch of fat men sitting at a table.
Kids, Andy.
But so that's going to conclude ChiodoLive.
Live.
Andy.
Oh, and if he does let me run the show, just let me tell you, he doesn't want to let me run the show because I will change everything.
Would you really? What would you change?
The name, the structure, everything. No, I'm just kidding.
Really? You're fucking fired.
I've got a contract.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
In that news, we love you. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Fuck. Have a great night.
Later.
I can't believe you did that.
It just came out.